Hello and good evening. Welcome to everybody. It's me. I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and this is the slightly different camera angle. I've got a bit of an elbow that I can put here. I can sort of chill a little bit more easily, but I'm not sure. I'm not set in stone about keeping it like this yet. We'll have to have a play around and see what I can do. I've got to get used to looking at the camera in a slightly different position. Normally I'd be looking at your camera there, above the screen. Now I've got it there, sort of between the screens. So it's sort of working, but it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, because I've still got the old camera up there, so I will almost certainly end up looking at that at some point. If I do, shout at me. I've got the chat either side of the camera, so I can sort of glance around and look at it and stuff. But yeah, so it is an evening with the gang this evening. Oh, the other thing I should mention, as well as having the camera in a different position, I've got the microphone in a different position. But I've done some tests on it, and apparently the volume should be the same as it was before. It wasn't on last night's stream, doing the Wooden Wednesday, so I've tweaked it and adjusted it, and it should be now. But if I am too loud or too quiet, according to my other guests this evening, please let me know, and I'll try and adjust things again. Speaking of guests this evening, I am joined tonight by what's becoming my regular co-hosting team. We have Jerry, the last through standing.
Hello all.
Good evening. And we have the Dexterous
Hi everyone.
Crafter. We got three, so we can go to the Charlie's Angels screen. Oh no, we can't, because we've just had a fourth join us. We have the Raging Modeler now as well. So let me pop us on that.
Hello.
That's the best one for this.
Look.
Yeah,
So,
you are on.
Welcome to all of you. How are you all?
Yeah, not too bad. Plodding on.
Yeah, back to work tomorrow. So I'm like,
that's pretty nice.
Are you back to work tomorrow? Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm dead excited.
It shows.
In a good way or not,
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, you are on the quiet side, especially compared to Jerry and Adam.
Look through the chat and see, but is that just to you, or is that? That's
No, you are pretty quiet, mate. But then again, I am loud.
And that's very loud.
Let me lean in closer to the camera to tweak some microphone settings.
Been playing for not 2020.
Just had to, didn't you?
If I twiddle it that way, how am I?
Oh, don't worry. I've got other plans. Yeah,
I've gone down.
Yeah, you are really quiet now.
That should be the other way round. Oh, wait a minute.
Try turning it the other way.
Tweak it the other way. How's that then? That should be even quieter. That's not.
No, that's about the same.
Yeah, it's not made any difference, Chris.
I'll clear me lack of me keyboards and mouse and.
Who's got a pen and paper for Chris?
Yes, Ian, we are unfortunately aware Nat is quite loud.
Chris, if you need help, blink once for yes, twice for no.
Right, I've tweaked that as much as I can tweak it. So it might take it a minute for it to settle down, but it might not. How is that for everybody?
About the same, unfortunately.
About the same, yeah, that's what I was aiming for. About the same. Let me try playing with my behind the scenes settings as well. I haven't got StreamYard doesn't give me audio controls, but I can. What can I do? I can manage my microphone, but that doesn't really help. It's definitely that. Let's click the troubleshooting button. That's always a good thing. It will detect any problems. It might just be that I have to move it and make it somewhere else and play with things. It's checking. It's detecting problems. Now it's going to ask me what's the problem, and it says there's no problem, because there isn't any problem. It's just that it's a bit further away from me than it used to be. Right, I shall not be able to do anything about it tonight. I'll just speak a little bit louder. If everybody can hear me if I go like that? Is that comfortable? Gemma doesn't mind that I'm quiet. Sprue and Glue can't hear me. What, at all? I can't hear anybody now. What's happened here?
Oh, sorry.
Now because no one's speaking.
That's why.
I know Jerry's muted.
Right.
I was coughing a minute ago, so I'll mute.
How's that? Is that louder?
That is very loud.
That's louder.
That's probably very loud because I've got the microphone in my mouth. But we'll worry about that in a minute.
Moist.
Don't go there, Jerry.
No, I'm not. But I thought you had one of the clip-on mics, Chris.
I have elsewhere, but normally I use the Yeti Blue Yeti thing. That's normally a lovely microphone.
It is sounding a little bit better, but that's possibly because you're closer.
Now I've knocked down my lights and everything's all gone pear-shaped. So right, how's that? That's now probably whereabouts it was sort of before.
It's better.
Yeah.
Better, right? Better is all I can ever really hope for in most of my endeavours.
You're still not going to get to the low level that currently Nat is, but we've all accepted that.
Yeah. Well, none of us can get to that level.
No.
Professional production
look, you
and
two guys.
as ever, as cynical Steve does indeed say. Yes. Right. Yeah, I'll just have a look through the chat, and we're going to see lots of things of people saying it's too loud, it's too quiet. Hello, everybody. Yeah, you're a bit quiet. Are you there? I can hear something, but it's very low. No, it's quite what? Sprue and Glue needs to replace my hearing batteries. Can only just hear things. That's not very nice. It's me. Chris is quiet. Everyone is loud and you're quiet. Yeah, yeah. Chris is quiet and that's loud. Exactly the same. I thought Nat was always loud, said Eric. I didn't say that. That was Eric that said that. Nothing to do with me. I'm even quieter. Yeah, right. Okay. Can't hear you. Probably a good thing. I can hear you now, says Sprue and Glue. Was that after I moved it just now? No, that's probably just before then. Oh, well. Better. It'll do. Oi, Nat, we can't hear you over Chris. Right. Well, that's that for now. I'll leave it there and rearrange things and fix me lights later. But how is everybody still? Are you still all right?
Yeah, just chugging along nicely.
Yeah, just keeping on, really. I've
decided I can't have that there because that's, I don't know. I feel like I'm looking too far away from the camera when I'm looking at you lot. So I'm going to put that there and just move my screens around a little bit so I can maneuver and play with things. So that can go there. So that's that. Right. Now, it feels like I'm looking... Well, I can look at the camera, but even when I'm looking at the screens, it's not that far off of the camera. So I think that's fair enough for everybody.
Yeah, I've moved mine a little bit, so my screen is now underneath my camera. So
I can't with my camera because I've got an iMac. My camera's like built in. Like
between screens, that might work. I can have half of us on one screen, half of us on the other, and then the camera's in the middle. That works.
Hey.
Right. Yeah. So oh, we have a visitor. We have, of course, hang about. Wait for it. I've got to click some buttons. Where's my buttons? Someone's moved them. Oh, they've rearranged things and moved them around a bit. But there we go. We have.
Oh, the production
in the chat.
What happened with that?
What happened with that? What was wrong with that?
That's a different one.
Schoolfish.
We got that one as well.
Schoolfish.
I've got a whole heap of them.
I might have to sing you a proper death metal one. There's a proper angry, gnarly, growly one.
There might well be some of those yet. Graham M. is here saying, "Oh, that's trouble. That puts the thing across two screens. That's really difficult to read. Good evening, all. You're a bit quiet, Chris, but headphones are helping." Yes, as long as we can figure it out some way of doing it, I'm sure it'll be all right in the end. It's whenever I move something around and things change, things are going to take a little bit of getting used to. But
we fear change.
I might have to move that back there, and I don't know.
Well, we know what Chris will be doing all afternoon after work.
Right.
There's an easy way to tell us apart, Eric. He's grayer, I'm balder.
Is that the easy way to tell us apart? I haven't got a Title t-shirt either, so. Skullfish loves them all equally, yes. Something went blip, but because I've been moving cameras around, I don't know what blipped. Oh, hang about. If I move that, it doesn't make it any bigger. Oh, I'm going to have to definitely play around with that. Oh, we have another visitor. I'll click the button. A rare occasion.
Hello.
By
Oh,
Foxicles.
This is a rare occurrence.
Hello. I'm just sorting out my Your volumes, hang on.
I don't worry, that's completely up to spat tonight, so don't worry about it.
It never ends well.
Oh, is Chris just actually really quiet because everybody else is all right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's just me. I don't
Okay,
know why.
Chris, you just clearly
I turned
been.
my gain up, and it didn't seem to make any difference at all.
Have you twiddled the knob on your microphone?
It makes a difference the other way 'cause nobody can hear a thing.
It did. It made him quieter.
He's now gone massively quiet. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've turned my gain all the way up, but it doesn't seem to be too much difference. But there we go.
You're a tiny little voice in my ear.
Yeah, I like the little thing in your ear. I'll lean in. If I lean in closer to the camera, then I'm closer to the microphone as well. But that's slightly scary for everybody.
Is your thing all the way in?
Yes, my thing's all the way in. Can you not tell?
I don't know. I've never heard it. I've never heard it without being all the way in. So.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. Start as you mean to go on.
Oh yeah.
How are you doing, Fox? Still got the pain, or have you managed to get that resolved now?
No, at the dentist tomorrow. I'm on painkillers right now, so everything's brilliant. So I ain't feeling nothing right now. But yeah, I'm in tomorrow for the cut and shut.
Cool.
So we'll see what they can do.
So, Fox, with all your painkillers, tell me what the winning lottery numbers for the weekend.
Molecules. That's all I can see right now. I can see molecules and I can smell Spain from here.
Fantastic.
Steve says a lesser spotted fox has appeared. He has indeed. And Eric says Gross Models actually has a gang tonight. How many is a gang? Is 3 not a gang? Is that not count?
Are we officially a posse? Could we get a Radio 1 show? Or are we not that dumb?
I don't know. Probably not that.
Are we stupid enough to have a Radio 1 show?
No, I don't think we are.
Oh,
No.
good.
I don't know, give it a few drinks, we'll soon find out.
Yeah.
I
hate
know
Radio 1.
Fox has joined us specifically to open a package.
Well, I've joined you specifically just to get on with some work and it motivates me at the bench, but also to hang out with my
Open a
mates.
package. Open a package.
Hang on, I've got to get the chat up first.
I got blamed for this as well.
I know you did. Yeah, it's only right. I've
Just
got
wait
to...
until he gets the one that I'm going to send him at some point.
Oh, God.
He'll love that one.
Hang on, I'm just
one,
getting the...
To be fair, the one that I sent him, I did send him like 3 weeks ago. So
Yeah, before
it isn't ideal
Mouthgate.
for him at the moment, but
Oh, is it? Oh, it's edible, then I take it.
Wait till you get your package in the mail, Nat. You'll love it.
Here we go. Do we know what that... I think we can guess what that would be.
No, we can't, Fox.
What am I doing? Oh, I've got a packet. Yes, I've got a package. Do you want me to open it now? Or do you want me to like talk to the guys for a bit? It's what?
mystery package time.
Mystery package time.
Mystery package
Yes.
time.
I better pull the camera out a bit, hadn't I?
Well,
Well, that means it's just in the focus. It's not actually a big package. It's just my camera's really that far away. So it's come from Chili Wizards Limited.
Not me. Not me. I swear
Yeah.
it's not.
I thought it was you, mate, because that's where your package came from. But clearly, you and Chris have been having shenanigan conversations, I think.
Right. I have not instigated anything. However, he may have got the idea from me.
I didn't actually get the idea directly from you, but it sort of influenced me in a certain direction. And then I went to Amazon, and Amazon happened to send them direct from the people. That's not my fault. But
Are you telling me it just happens to be the same people that you got this from?
I didn't realise it was the same people when I ordered it, because I thought I'd ordered it from Amazon. But you know,
Clearly, there's like one retailer in the UK that does chili things. Clearly,
now I've put my microphone there. I'm finding myself looking at the microphone while I'm talking, not the camera.
I'm probably going to be out of focus, so let me just adjust my focus a bit.
Don't worry about it.
I do. I worry all the time.
You're going to be out of focus soon anyway. I wouldn't worry.
Yeah, that's true.
That's out of focus. That's better. That's better. Worse. Better.
I'm actually really tiny, so I'm trying to do my best. How's that? That'll do. There you go. Right, let's get the letter out first.
You know, I've got to.
I'm not going to look at what's on it. Is it a receipt? It's a receipt.
Yeah,
I've not looked at what's on it.
Shouldn't be, since I've already paid for it. But you know.
Okay, it feels squidgy. It's been in quarantine for about a week. Mama Fox got a package of something from China. That's been in quarantine for about 6 weeks, that thing. And heaven forbid anything that comes from the US. I'm just not opening that. Right, let's have a look and see what this is. This could go horribly wrong.
They didn't put air holes in the bag. Damn.
Eh?
They haven't put any air holes in it. It's probably dead by now.
I can't hear you over the rustling of bubble wrap, sorry.
You see, I ordered you one mean, cruel, horrible thing for everyone else's amusement, and I ordered you one nice thing.
And the nice thing hasn't arrived yet.
No, the nice thing has not arrived yet, evidently.
Oh, I think I might be able to guess what this is.
Well, for those who haven't watched it, I would recommend the nice wafer biscuits that I sent Fox. They were quite nice.
They were quite nice. I quite like them. Yeah.
I think I've guessed what this is. It's the worst possible timing.
Pinkier out opening it. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm team
I
knives
can
and
see the
scissors.
packet. I can see it through
I
a
know.
hole.
hang on. I know, but I've got to give my public what they want.
It's a suspense, eerie.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Carolina Reaper fudge. Oh, my.
Oh,
And this is what I was telling you about, Fox. This is what I was telling you about on the stream the other week about this. And you said, like, no, don't do it. I was like, fine, won't do it. I'm not going to order it. And then, go
Yeah,
on.
but Chris will do it just to make me suffer.
Well, I did it before all the tooth problems, to be fair. So, you know, it wasn't that
Yeah, I'm
as
not-
nasty as it makes it look like it might be.
It smells fantastic. It smells like fudge with a hint of boots.
Go on, Fox. Face cam and have a bit.
I
Face
can't,
cam.
get there.
I can't with my tooth at the minute, mate.
I mean, we know that you'd like fudge.
I
So I
adore
was
fudge.
hoping that the combination of the, oh, it's fudge, I've got to eat it, and then the burny, painful bit. and then
Yeah,
the, oh,
I'm
it's
just
fudge,
thinking
I've
this-
got to eat it.
yeah, take your mind off your tooth, Fox.
That is true.
It'll take
So
my mind
I've
off a
got
lot of things. The only problem is, yeah, the only one big downside is when I go to the dentist tomorrow, they have no working toilet. I'm not eating one of these and then sit in a dentist chair for 2 hours. That's not going to happen, is it?
I've got some nice after 8 fudge in the fridge. It just
After 8
because
fudge.
it had gone a little bit.
That's have a smell of that. Have a smell of that. Smell it. Smell it. Smell it. That smells divine, and it's covered in black speckles, which is clearly little speckles of death. The trick is though that thank you very much for this, Chris. By the way, I will eat these.
I know you will.
I did
but-
actually eat I did actually finish the bag of peanuts, but it took me a long time.
Really?
Yeah, just very slowly.
Well,
The difficulty is like one peanut is yeah, you can eat 1 or 2 peanuts. You can't eat each one of those blocks is like the size of 50 peanuts. I'm gonna.
well, the thing is, Fox, when you opened that and you did the video, I was howling because you was like, you had some, and you're like, me and Mama Fox have this. Oh, hang on. And I started howling. I had tears running down my eyes. You couldn't finish the story.
It had a really slow build up. It was like, ooh, we're messing with you now.
No,
Yeah.
a good one if you want to see Fox broken while eating was the wafer biscuits. He
Yeah, when you
completely
do
broke him.
recover and eat them, we do
Oh,
need
the
a face
durian
camera
things.
of you eating
Yeah,
Oh, that was just biscuits made of butt. Let me read
that
the blurb on the back.
literally broke him.
them.
on
Eric
that
says
video.
watching Fox struggle with packaging is hilarious. I tend to agree with you there. It's also very annoying because you can just
What's that? What's annoying?
watching you struggle with packaging.
I'm a painter, not a builder. It says
Steve
here, mate.
don't do it. No, he's not going to do it.
No, made using the worst thing I can do right now is put anything sugary in my mouth. That's probably
Graham is that really chili flavoured fudge?
it says.
It really is. It's,
Let me read you the words. Let me read you the words. It says Chili Wizard's Insane Carolina Reaper Chili Fudge. Made using the world's hottest chili, the Carolina Reaper. The perfect mix of sweet and heat will keep you coming back for more, one nibble at a time. Handmade in Yorkshire. If I remember rightly, Carolina Reaper is something like 200 million Scovilles. I think. It's either 20 million or 200 million Scovilles. That's how hot Carolina Reaper is.
quite hot. Then.
Yeah, it's a bit like, you'll have no interior at all. Oh, it does smell nice, though. Have a smell of that again. Oh,
It's 1.5 million.
Is it? Oh, that's not quite as scary as I thought then. Well, I mean, it is, but it's a smaller number. Oh, God, that smells so good. I don't leave that downstairs because Mama Fox might not realise and go, nom, nom.
Edward says you shouldn't eat Reaper peppers on painkillers. You might melt your face off and not even know it.
Yeah, there is that. But it's more the sugary stuff. I haven't been able to eat anything sugary for a few weeks.
AJ's
'cause
in
of-
late, but that's fine. It's all fine.
But yes, thank you very much for that,
Steve
Chris.
says, I had some Naga chili vodka once and lost the power of speech for half an hour. Was that the chili or the vodka?
Yes. I had an evening of vodka Red Bull once, non-stop all evening, and I had lost the power of pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I drank a bottle of Southern Comfort once in just under an hour. A big bottle. Yeah. Just
You know-
no.
You could have made that whole statement a lot shorter by saying, "I was a student."
I wasn't though. That's the thing. I'm about to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you were just living the student life.
Yeah.
Chris,
well,
thank you very much for that, dude. I will eat that very slowly. It's going to be torture because I'm going to have to nibble at fudge, and I can't nibble at fudge. I need to just shovel it into my face. Once my wounds have healed, and I can eat sweet things again.
You know what you should have done, Chris? You should have got it sent to your house, got a different, taken off the label, put a new label on it, then sent it to him.
Yeah, can you imagine what would have happened if I'd done that right now?
Well, you wouldn't have been eating. I don't think. I think he means another label that still says fudge.
Fudge.
He doesn't. Not another label that says oat-free biscuits or something. It's
Well, it's obviously fudge. Yeah, just be like, this is nondescript, simple, harmless fudge.
Yeah.
Please shovel into face.
Ideal pain-killing medicine. Just chew slowly.
Not death fudge.
Do not bite, just suck. Just no teeth.
Graham M says that's hot. And Primetime, Philip Prime at Primetime Modelling says evening all. Good evening, Philip.
Evening.
Evening.
Evening, Governor.
Athel's here says evening gang. Foxy's okay. Well, he's not okay. He's yeah.
He's
I'm still broken, but I need to focus again, don't I?
Is that wise
yes,
to
I
work
saw
on
you doing
the
some of the Falcon earlier, but
the Falcon?
still doing the same
on
bit
paint?
by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to get this entire. I'm just doing my focus again. I was hoping to get this entire back piece done on the stream today, but I didn't. I've got tons left to do, so I'll get some done now.
Edward says he drank a whole bottle of Yukon Jack ice skating once. It didn't end well. No, that's probably not a good combination. No.
My friend worked in Arkansas for a little while. When he came back, he brought back 2 actual mason jars of actual moonshine. One of them broke in his luggage,
Oh dear.
and his entire luggage smelled like the world's biggest ethanol factory. And the second one, we opened the jar and I took a sniff, and that was like 6 pints. I never tried it. I never had the nerve to try it. It was proper like 98% proof, crazy nonsense.
Right.
We had this Balkan State vodka in this bottle, big massive bottle, sort of like this. It took us like 2 years to get through it, constantly drinking it because it was that strong.
If you want an alcoholic beverage that you will truly regret the next day, just drink soju. Dear Lord, don't ever go to a Korean restaurant with a Korean who knows what you want to eat and will order for you, and that you don't know what soju is, because I was broken for about a week. It's like a Korean version of sake, sort of. I think. I don't really know. It was messy. I was broken for like a week. Very nice, but dear Lord.
Mayhem's here. He pokes his head through the door and says hello. Did you open the door first? Because you have to be careful about these things.
No, you just got to act like, here's Johnny.
Athel suggests that Nat grows a beard to match the rest of the guys.
I'll pass, thank you, Athel.
If you're not going to grow a beard, you should buy a Beyblade.
There's
a choice.
Adam.
Beard blade.
Sprue and Glue says, what are you guys working on? At the moment, nothing at all. I don't work on anything during these streams. I just sit here and chat, and apparently very quietly. Fox is
And Nat's getting ready for a Beyblade build.
Sewing.
Chris, have you double checked your microphone volume in Windows?
Yes, it's at the maximum.
Not on the slidey thing, but on if you go into the Windows options. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's set to the maximum. My mic is further away than it used to be, but it seemed to be all right yesterday. But I adjusted it and tweaked it and made it better. I'm going to play around with this setup again.
Have you shrunk overnight? Have you grown smaller?
I've moved my screens and tidied things up and put my camera in a different place. But
you tidied up. Then you've broken everything, basically.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Plus, he didn't have 4 loud people with him. Laugh.
4 handles.
So.
That's the other problem. Yeah.
You should never tidy things up, Chris. That's the worst possible thing you can do.
Yeah, that is my philosophy.
It is now, anyway.
See, when it comes to dust, I always follow the Quentin Crisp methodology. Don't ever clean up dust. Just let it accumulate for a couple of years and then move it around a bit.
And don't
Sounds
turn the
fair.
light on.
It's the Quentin Crisp way of doing it. You're all too young to know what the hell. Well, some of you might not be.
Eric does say that Nat's the better looking one of the bunch, just saying. I tend to agree with you there as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
There.
Unless we all wore low-cut tops, of course, but hey.
I don't think that's particularly a nice comment, though.
Hey?
Oh
Thank
my
you, Eric.
god.
Are we talking about that live stream?
I'm not talking about anything.
I don't know. You have one little wardrobe malfunction and it dogs you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
We've broken it.
Did I miss that?
I think something's happened to Nat's colour balance.
Oh, yeah. I think a white balance is off.
Wait a minute, let me put a full screen so we can see. Yeah,
No, let's go.
I think it's some sort of natural camouflage. She's blended in with her hair on the chair.
Oh my god, you just had to go there, didn't you?
Well, hey, you know.
Of course we do.
That was the last stream of your guys I saw, so to me it was just yesterday.
Oh dear. Sunday whoopsie, says Mayhem. Nat looked better 2 weeks back, apparently, as a for and glue. Mayhem said, "Good lord, she's redder than Dad's red."
That's red.
Even Steve said, "Nat, that's Dad's favourite colour."
Oh, love you guys.
Shane still hasn't seen the live stream, but you know it's still there. It's on.
Yeah, nothing to see, Shane.
It's on Lewis's channel, and you only have to watch the first 2 or 3 minutes. It's fine.
Ian Thompson says in big capitals, which stream was that again? By the way.
Yeah, for research purposes.
Yeah, just for scientific research purposes. I've just looked at the same piece in my instructions like 12 times now. I think I'm a bit distracted.
When you do,
It was
when you
the
do
first live stream on Lewis's channel, wasn't it? I believe.
The first live stream with me and him, yeah.
I'm not even looking at the right sprue. Good God.
when you do another Citadel buildy, beely, painty thing, when you put your names up, you need to call Mephisto Red Mephisto Nat now.
Call it what?
Mephisto Nat.
Mephisto Nat.
I have the power to change names now.
Or just call it Redder Than Dad.
I'm not going to mess around. No.
Next, I'm going to apply a thin coat of low-cut red. There you go.
Good job. I love you a lot, isn't it?
Well, it just means you're accepted into the family now. If we're taking the Mickey out of you, it means you're one of the gang.
Gee, thanks.
One of us.
Because
No escape now. That's it.
Because you have to remember that this is a little family that includes Paul, so therefore the litmus test is: are we taking the Mickey out of you? Yes, therefore you're accepted.
Yeah, you're lucky Paul's not here.
Paul
I
has
was just thinking that.
Paul has 2 states: take the Mickey out of you or ban you. And if you're not one, they're the other. So if you're taking the Mickey out of you, you're quite happy. You're in a good place.
Ian says, by a strange coincidence, the viewing figures for that stream have skyrocketed.
Yes,
It's
Lewis keeps
marketing, that's
reminding
what it
me.
is.
Yeah, because I think it got to like 60 odd views or something. He's like, it's really rocketed up, and it's like, yeah, I wonder why.
And Lewis is like, it says not suitable for monetization. I don't know. Not suitable for all advertisers. I've got a yellow S.
Shane says they take the McNat, but have they seen what you studied at college? That sounds like a loaded question to me.
God, someone paid attention to my Facebook.
Quantum mechanics, cool.
No, before I joined Butlins, I actually got both my SIA door security licenses. So I used to do doors around Doncaster.
Ah.
All right. It was either going to be that or pole dancing.
I have to say,
In
by
my
the way,
dreams, maybe, Chris. And about 10 stone lighter.
I have to say, by the way, that pretty much every summer when I was a kid in the 1970s, we went to Pontin, so I think that makes us mortal enemies.
Bum, bum, bum.
It was a job. It did.
If you're Butlins, we're Pontins.
Yeah, not what when you can do when you move to Skeg for work, and Butlins is like the biggest recruiter.
That's true. Although I seem to remember Butlins was like a posh Pontin, so you probably had it good.
Yeah.
It was Pontins for posh people, basically.
Not for my liver, but yeah.
I don't know why, but Shane seems to think that you can keep control of us. I got no idea.
There is no chance of that.
If it was Nat's stream, then there might be a chance, but not. While
No, still wouldn't be a chance.
No.
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 That does mean changing the bulb. Why can I hear whistling? Is somebody 3D printing or something? That took a minute, didn't it? That took a minute.
I am.
It's for ungluing it nicely. It says, trust Nat to be a bouncer.
That one took a minute as well.
Moving on.
You know what?
Oh, God,
dear.
no, what?
Yeah,
It'll soon pass, Nat, don't worry.
yeah, we won't.
I'm gonna put my hat on and take it off to
years.
you. Well played.
That does get 10 XP, that one.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like we still ever go at Fox for only doing 6 episodes of the Falcon build. So,
No, that's true.
soon we'll forget.
That passed a long time ago, that did.
Perfect grade. Zaku.
Right. While we're here, and I've got a bit of a headache tonight. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I've been, chatting with you guys, but I'm still not quite 100% and a bit tired. So I'm going to move on and do the what's it called? The thing that we haven't got a name for yet. Do
you want some of my hardcore painkillers?
Stuff. The gross group picture
Oh, I will.
thing.
Let's call it the gross gallery.
The gross gallery, yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Don't search Google for gross gallery. You don't want to go there.
No,
Well, I've got
Fox has already
VPN,
done
it's
that.
fine.
I have set it up already. Look, I've arranged things. I don't think we saw this one last week. If we did, it's the last one that we saw last week.
That was the one
that's
that
free kit that you got.
Yeah.
From,
we saw that last week.
we saw that last week, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that last week.
Then we'll start with this one.
I wasn't even watching, but I saw. Ooh, hello.
Ooh.
This is from Eric. What came during my live stream last week. He's super stoked. He's finally got his hands on one. Tammy normally don't do American vehicles. This kit's been getting rave reviews. Might have to get some more. The Ford Mustang GT4. It's a shiny car, so I don't. Yeah.
I never thought of that. They don't tend to do American cars very often, do they? Tell me. They mostly do European and Japanese.
Yeah.
They like the German cars and they like Japanese, and that seems to be about it.
Never really thought about it either, but yeah, it seems that way.
I suppose a lot of the sports cars that they do are like Japanese and European.
Yeah, unless they just do European and Japanese because they make models of good cars. I don't know.
There we go.
How to offend all the Americans.
Talk about that for a little while because he posted the picture so he can do the talking about it.
It's not much to talk about. Jerry here, the lovely kind man, after knowing that 2 models I got from our Lord and Saviour, sorry, Kevin Reynolds, I've got lost in the mail. He sent me a little package of some drill bits and pieces, and was not expecting to find a Mark II Viper. So I nearly kind of fell over, and started a bit of work on that. Nothing major, just starting to get into cockpit done. Bit of a dry brush, some light weathering, and now it's ready for the gunking wash.
Ooh.
Yes, I followed your advice with that as well, Fox. I did a hard coat, watered down hard coat on it.
Oh yeah, just so you don't get lots of brushy marks.
Yeah. I've still got a few, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's mainly on the sides, so once the sides are in, you're not really going to see it that much. So.
I mean, the reason I suggested that was purely if you're doing a gunk wash is really going to bring out any texture on the surface, like big style.
Yeah.
So you want it to be smooth as, unless you're doing it with enamels and you can wipe it away. A gunk wash will pick out any little fingerprint or texture, like a beacon. So you want it to be as smooth as.
Yeah, well, it's only on the inside panel, so and you're not really going to see them
that's true.
that much. So,
That's
but I am
all
going to get some microset and microsol because I couldn't file away all the little buttons and everything. I couldn't file them away, so I figured microset and microsol should probably do the trick with it.
Yeah, or if you don't, you can just pierce the decal with the pin and push it around the little raised bit, and then go back and paint the raised bit like a light or something later.
Yeah, there's different ways. So, but yeah, now I've got that going on in the background, bit here, bit there, as I do other miniatures and things and chaos.
Is it the Revell or is it the Mobius kit?
It's the Revell.
Yep, that's the better option. Bizarrely, I know it's Revell, but it's the same kit but with better decals. So it's always the
Yeah,
best
it's just exact same mold and everything. Because all the Revell kits for Battlestar were essentially the same mold, but just better decals.
Yes, I mean nobody ever expects Revell to make their own models.
No. But I did find a because my plan is on this. I'm not going to do it as a Polo or Starbuck. I'm going to do it as mine because I'm part of the BSC fan club.
Oh,
So I found a place where I can get a decal sheet for Sharkmouth.
Sharkmouth.
So I'm going to put Sharkmouth on it.
I need to buy, but just to interrupt for a second.
Bye, Fox.
Bye. There we go.
Rude.
This was Nat's work in progress on a Friday night.
Not a lot really to share. Like Chris said, my new live stream on my channel didn't go as smoothly as I hoped. So hopefully it will go a bit smoother this week.
That's right. You get more content, more,
Fox,
more
welcome back.
videos and
Hello.
more streams. It's fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, going onwards. No,
Can I just need to announce that I have indeed snapped a pipe.
Ooh.
Snapped a pipe
Oh.
live on telly. Oh no!
But not by cutting off, by prodding it with the finger by mistake. So
Oh
dear.
Don't do that.
but out of 300 pipes, that's not bad. One.
We won't tell anyone about it. It's fine. Nobody knows.
About what?
Exactly. Cynical Steve has been doing more car land speedery type stuff.
Yes.
There'll probably be loads of pictures of these.
I'm looking forward to painting mine.
I was asking about the chairs. He was asking which seats people preferred. But,
Not
Probably
them.
the light grey ones. Yeah, the light grey ones.
those
I said
ones.
the original
Yeah.
ones apparently, and there are other ones from something else, but I think they look more futuristic
Yeah, them ones.
and more suitable. So I told him so.
I think the dark grey ones are from a transit van or an Italeri car kit, I think. Possibly. But they don't look as good as the other ones.
Might
Look at
be
that.
from a car kit at all. They might be from a toothpaste tube or something. So yes, he's obviously been adding bits from everything built buckles by the looks of it. Or
Can't wait to paint mine. Really can't wait to paint mine.
Nice.
I can't identify any of that from anything.
I can see Gunpla. I can see 40k.
Yeah, 40k.
I can see car.
Yeah, there's definitely a car in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I got no idea though. That's a tank.
That's the tank.
That is definitely a tank.
That's a tank.
Tank confirmed.
Tank. Yeah, relating to your snappage, Cynical Steve does say snappage, and In Thompson says it's not broken, it's battle damage.
Yeah, it's battle damage. I've kept the bit that broke off so I can put it back in place.
Yeah,
Just snapped
that's
in
the
the
other
middle.
side of the tank.
But it could be
I
a
don't
different
know what
tank.
the
How do you
is,
know?
I'm rubbish at things like that.
It's a bulldog.
American.
It's a Walker bulldog.
And there we go. Somebody else can talk again now.
Yeah, but this was this was like
Something
2 a.m.
blue.
Yeah, Minsk and Boo. The Minsk is the human and Boo is the miniature giant space hamster. That is actually what they call it. I was watching a stream from another model maker who I've started to follow, and I've managed to get them in the Boom Hut as well. I keep telling them to share their work, but they don't. Hey, Spid. But this was going on till like 2 a.m. So I was up to like 2 o'clock in the morning watching their stream and painting. I was like, oh, right, it's like 3 o'clock now. I should probably go to bed. But yeah, just a bit of work done.
Bed is for weak people. Sleeps for Phoebes.
Steve says it's got Lego wheels and something from a Nerf gun for the yellow bit. Gundam, GWM, and all sorts as ever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eric says it needs the Mercedes badge just to mess with people.
Yep.
Spid's here saying hello everybody, but he's also appeared on the camera so he can say it with his mouth words.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
With mouth
Hello.
words.
Hey, everybody. Dr. Nick. No, that's not right.
He's on the acceptable camera again.
Right. For some reason, if I click there, it seems to take it off. So
I'm the reasonable one.
there we have different view of thingy and what's its face.
Minsk and Boo. Yeah, with the purple bit that goes round, when I got it, I couldn't see. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to freehand the purple tattooy bit. But after I did the bubbling slow and washed it with a flesh aid, there was actually molded in. So I was so happy I didn't have to freehand that bloody circle.
Cool.
Can I just quickly ask? It might just be me, my laptop, crappy speakers, but is Chris quiet
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear everyone else all right, but Chris is really quiet.
Make that
Yeah.
free ball, Dave.
I can be very loud if you like, but it won't really help.
That's kind of normal, actually.
I think you need to move the
Well, I'm not
microphone
doing that
right against
normally.
your face and go all radio
But
DJ,
yes,
Chris.
I've
You need to
rearranged
gaffer
things
tape
and
it
made
onto your
things
face,
not
Chris. I wondered if it was my speakers. You just seemed really, really quiet.
Nah, it's not you,
just for
mate.
me, yeah.
I,
no, this is
funny enough,
Eric's,
I noticed it in the
boxcar project.
wooden stream yesterday as well.
Yeah, yesterday I think I had sorted it out and I was all right, but then I was on my own, so it's difficult to tell. Eric is doing a train thing.
Train thing.
Train thing. And Steve's doing some more Lego.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I
The
like that.
exciting of trains.
Another one of it.
That's a brilliant video. That was you that shared that one, wasn't it, Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
exciting of
great.
trains.
Roger's been doing his Klingon thing.
Roger, Roger.
It's
Tingo
actually
or
one of them
something.
Click on
Katingas.
D7.
It lights
Katinga
up,
class.
glowy things.
Katinga class.
Yes, one of them.
Know your Star Trek ships, Christopher.
What?
Know your Star Trek ships.
Why? What is it?
It's a Katinga class D7 cruiser.
I said Katinga.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
You
Just that
did.
no one can hear him.
I don't know what-
Quietly for you, I've got to speak louder.
Yes.
yes.
You
I
have to
only know
start
that 'cause
shouting.
Everyone's building them apparently, but look, he's building one upside down as well, so he's that clever.
Yay.
Is that? I take it that's masking on the. Ah, I see. Yes.
Yes.
There's panels. Right. I see it now.
I don't know if it's going to be different colour or just a different shade of green, or I don't know.
I think
what
it's all
meant to be.
shades of greens, different shades of
Mm.
green.
Yeah,
So,
greens and browns.
basically, most Star Trek ships are absolute sheer hell unless you really like very fiddly masking. Or you can get, if you haven't got an Aztec set or a masking set, it's basically a living hell. Every Star Trek kit.
Do any of them actually come with pre-cut mat? Like
Nope.
some
Nope.
kits?
No, they're all AMT kits or Revell. You don't even get fitting parts.
Call yourself
Yeah.
a model maker.
You're looking forward to doing your runabout then, Fox?
Absolutely, because that is actually a nice kit. It's the one Star Trek kit that isn't absolute garbage.
There are fit issues, though. Trust me.
Oh no, I built one before.
Uh,
It's not perfect, but it's fixable.
Eric says, Chris is quiet, Nat's red, Fox says snappage. Great overall stream. Yeah.
Yay! Snappage in red.
Is it? Nat's red. Why's she red?
Nat's red, yeah.
Oh,
We'll
no,
go over it again in a
we've
minute.
moved
Oh,
on
right.
to
So before.
We'll mention it again. And
Smith doesn't know, so let's pass it along to him. Let's get Nat full screen again.
Oh,
Oh, what's that?
You don't even need to say anything. She's
I
gone.
don't
This
know if
looks suitably embarrassing. Go on.
I
What's
can,
that?
yes.
She's gone. We don't need to
There
say
you go.
anything.
She
She's gone.
blends in. I think it's natural camouflage. She blends in with the chair.
no, everybody
What are they doing to you, Nat? What happened?
Yeah, let's walk over.
I'll
Oh,
give you a clue, Spid. There you go. There's a clue.
Okay, right, okay.
me and Lewis did a live stream together to test the
Steady.
waters, and I had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction.
Yes, yeah, the chesticles incident.
Yes. Oh, you was there, weren't you?
Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't know,
Well,
but
I,
you just knew
I
about it
wasn't
from
there
the
for the start
grapevine.
of it, but I remember all the conversation in the stream. Yes,
He remembers that bit when he went past it 6 times.
I wasn't there for the start, but I did rewind and watch it 10 times just to be absolutely
Yeah.
sure.
Be kind, rewind.
Anyway, Dave Barker.
I watched it so many times. It was like one of
Building a-
those
a
dodgy
clothing.
VHS videos you had as a kid that went all wobbly.
I'm quite proud that I just managed to get a 1980s video store joke in. It was completely relevant.
Yeah.
Be kind, rewind.
Right.
Can't rewind, yeah.
Dave's been. Oh, this is the thing that Ted's building, isn't it?
That's
the brand carrier, isn't it?
Universal
Wow.
carrier, yeah.
Yeah.
Dave was building one as well as Ted.
A bit quicker than Ted.
Yeah. Is it Dave that's doing the Aces High Spitfire?
Yes.
Is it that one?
Yeah, a friend of mine who's a massive metal fan. He's been in numerous bands. He's a bass player. I've mentioned him before. Been in numerous bands over the years, and he's a massive Iron Maiden fan, along with various other metal bands.
Actually,
He's
just big
trying
bone.
to buy that if I can make it for him.
Well, Dave was saying he was actually quite surprised because it's not garbage, but yet it's a Revell kit, so he's not quite sure how that happened.
Well, it's funny you mention that.
It fits together very well, and the figure actually looks like although it's Eddie, it looks
probably-
like a human
I
being.
mean, the figure I've seen pictures of, and they do look quite good.
Yeah, well, they've actually got
Earlier today, I was flicking through, and somebody posted a picture of the wing on their kit that they'd just taken out of the box. They'd just received it, taken it out of the box.
Yeah.
And the wing was warped to hell, and apparently the fuselage was all warped and bent and wouldn't cut.
Yeah, therefore Revell normal standards.
So, you know, Revell have redeemed themselves.
Yeah, but yeah, he showed a photograph of the Eddie, the pilot, and it's like, wait, the arms and legs actually are the right length and look like an actual human. That's so they can somehow get a non-human correct, but they can't get a human right. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it looks like you wouldn't. Be able to shut
But they
the
haven't
copy,
done
though.
the box art yet, where it's painted by the in-house Revell art team.
Yeah, art using in the air quotes art, and also painted.
I finished my wooden thing.
Ooh,
Yes, that was cool.
Wow.
Is that like-
works
is that like
as well.
is that
It
the
even
Russian
works
ball
first
tank?
time.
Does it run any better now? Have you bedded it in a bit?
A little bit. It still goes. It doesn't go very far on a wind, but it goes, a couple of meters. And
That's
then
not
sort of
bad. That's
stops
not
and
bad.
Turns itself over. It's quite cool.
Ian Thompson has just chipped in. He understood my 1980s video store reference because he says, "Re-record, don't fade away."
Oh yeah, that was Scotch videotapes. Remember?
10 points for Ian Thompson.
Edward doesn't know what he's doing with that. It looks like lots of bits of plastic and stuff. I've got no idea.
They look
That's
like
the tank.
individual track links.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, but I think it's probably a Challenger 2 TES.
Yes.
I'm just getting this vibe.
That's
Could be-
amazing.
I think it's the
How
axle.
cool
I
is
think it's the
that?
axles and the lower hull that are giving it away.
I
Yeah,
can
must
go
be-
even further
must
than
be,
that and say it's a BMBT.
Oh, is that a big, massive, big tank?
Yes. So yeah. it looks
What
like
did
you'll
you
have fun
drive
with
in the
tracks
war,
and that.
Grandad? I drove a massive, big tank.
Ross has indeed got some stuff.
Hey, Baneblade.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey, how you can get your Baneblade fixed from Ross?
No.
No.
No,
No.
no,
No.
no.
I mean, I'm still in for 5. If we're all putting in for it, I'm still in for 5.
Oh my
100.
god. Shush.
Hey, Nat, you could do it in like an Arctic wolf camouflage pattern, like the wolves that you're doing in your diamond art.
Yeah.
In fact,
Vinny,
why
don't
you
encourage
could
it.
You could actually completely cover it in diamond art, make it all sparkly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
I
I
mean,
a
already
how
said I'm in
fabulous-
for a tenner. So
How fabulous would a diamantine Baneblade
Yeah.
be? It'd just be the
You know what,
fabulous.
when- in like the future, like I say, when I actually build up to Baneblade, that's actually not a really bad idea.
The best way to build up to Baneblade is to build a Baneblade.
yeah,
Oh,
that,
And then you know when you get the next Baneblade. how to build it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
that is what that wheel reminded me of. I knew it reminded me of something that Dan's just said. It's the General Grievous.
Dan and Eric are asking about the
thing.
wheel. I'll show you the wheel when I finish going through the gallery. I've got it here on the bench in person, so I'll show you that.
Every-
Lee Eagles just says something quickly, but
I do have to say, every time you say monowheel, all I can think of is the monorail skit from The
on a
Simpsons.
wheel.
Yeah, that's going in my head as well.
Monowheel, monowheel.
Ross has also got himself a New York.
A New York!
New York.
What kind of gun was that?
BB-34. That must be like BB-8's older brother or something.
Yeah.
Younger brother.
BB-8
There we have
slightly
some
larger
more
brother.
Thingy and what's his face.
Yeah, Minskin Booth.
That's
I
it.
finished that just during Fox's stream.
If he's
Are
not
you-
careful, he's going to cut his hand wide open.
Thingy and what's his face?
Yeah, Thingy and what's his face.
Blark
Minskin
and
Booth.
Fleb.
The giant dwarf dragon hamster. Yeah,
I'm really happy with that.
Dragon hamster.
dragon hamster.
Woo!
Yeah, that is cool. I like it.
Urusen
Phil's
Kanya.
finished the thing. Is that the
Urusenchi. Oh, I've forgotten my Japanese now. Uchisen Kenyamato. Uchisen Kenyamato. Sorry, painkillers. What can I say?
That's a Ridge
Wow.
Runner. Someone was telling that to build a Ridge Runner.
Hang on, I need to look at that. Don't go anywhere. I need to look at that, but I'm also in the middle of gluing something, so give me a sec.
Cool,
Oh, I
like
think
that.
it was Eric that said it actually.
Hang on.
Very cool. I like the dusty tyres.
I need you to stay on that picture
Well, if
until
you
this
go
glue
around
sets.
doing stuff during these streams, then you don't expect to be able to see everything.
Well, I do when it's a Ridge Runner. Giant enemy crab.
Nice.
Wait, no, it's Ridge Racer.
I was going to say, I remember playing a game called Ridge Racer. I was living in Chapel St Leonard's at the time.
That sounds
and,
posh.
And me and one of the mates that we lived with, we used to play on, used to jump in and out, take turns on the Ridge Racer thing, and there were shortcuts where you could cut through the barriers.
The reason I say it is, if I remember rightly, it was the PlayStation 3 reveal, and one of the things the guy said, apart from Giant Enemy Crab, he kept going, Ridge Racer! And everybody said, shut up, nobody likes that game.
It was cool. The arcade game was cool.
There we go, Ridge Runner. Glitter Baneblade, like it. Right, you can move on now.
You know, you can always look at the pictures in the group yourself.
Not while I'm gluing things.
A new airbrush on bits of an ME-109, apparently.
Ooh. It looks like a one-man ATST cockpit.
Would that be, that's a what, 30-second scale one, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
132.
Is this the picture that Graham's just put up that he wants opinions on the base colour? I think it might be.
Grey.
Yeah, I mean, it's a base colour. It all depends on what you're going to be putting over the top of it, really. So,
when you say base colour, do you mean primer, or do you mean that's the actual colour the cockpit's going to be?
I suspect that's the colour the cockpit's going to be, maybe.
Okay. No, it's fine. Yeah, I mean...
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what ME-109...
I
don't know.
guess...
The real answer is, if you're happy with it, you're happy with it. That's...
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's not for us to say it's good or it's bad. It's for you to say, do you like it? You've done it.
Indeed, yes. Yeah.
It looks absolutely fine. I don't know.
Like it yourself. And if you want it sort of as per to replicate another one, then obviously you need to look at the colours of the original one. But
yeah,
you've got to like it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think German cockpits, rather the what's the chemical? What's it called now? The zinc chromate green, because they were unpainted, or they were a yellowy colour. I think it might have been grey. I could be wrong.
That's the colour, says Graham.
Okay, that's
Steve
fine.
says German grey, isn't it?
Right. I would say I've looked at reference pictures years ago.
Oh, sure, it's not ocean grey.
When I built a little one, but it was that long ago. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I do remember like little some of the levers, like the trim lever and the throttle and stuff, were red and yellow and so.
But
then today,
it doesn't hold off for not showing something last week, because I just go through the pictures. But someone put up a video of a thing. There we go. I've got a couple of videos now. I might as well go through the videos while I'm here.
Oh, the Sparkly Zaku.
Yes, that was what I got told off about, because he put it up and I didn't show it. Paul Tasso's
Ooh.
shiny.
I've not seen it moving. I saw the thumbnail. I didn't actually realise it was a video.
Ooh, big cannon.
See, Zaku is never wrong.
That's cool. I like that.
Zaku is never the wrong choice, and that's really nice.
That's a transformer I'd build.
Shut up.
Well, we're still waiting for Fox to finish his.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm never letting that go.
Singer.
I'll finish it in 6 episodes. Hey!
Wow.
God, I'm getting high on spray.
I'm getting high on just drugs, painkillers.
Oh,
I saw this, and this was just incredible.
That's really cool. It needs more track. Can you get more track for it, or have you just got what you've got?
He did say it went better not on the track.
How is this powered?
Elastic bands.
Magic.
Awesome.
Powered by magic. And
so it's kind of like it reminds me of Strand Beast, but in train form with elastic bands, rather than walking along with the wind.
Strand Beasts are cool.
Yeah, in fact, that's what you need to make next, Chris. If they do a wooden one, you need to make a Strand Beast.
They do actually do a wooden one. Because Adam Savage built one out of 3D print, then I think he's done a wooden one. So you can get them.
Yeah,
I want to.
There are plans. I've seen plans online to build like your own in miniature and such.
Well, that's your next wooden kit, then, Chris.
Full size one.
Make a Strand Beast.
Huge one, and then he's got to drive it to a beach somewhere.
And then leave it and abandon it. Chris is like, what the hell is a Strand Beast? What?
Yeah, why is it working? Oh, look, we got a picture of Spid's video, look.
Oh, cracky, yeah. It's still ticking. Well, not right now because the weight's on the floor, but, you know, when the weight's not on the floor, it's still ticking.
Dangly ball.
It's absolutely crap as a timekeeper, but...
So it fails its one entire reason for existence.
Well, yeah. It's
But it makes
useless
a nice-
as a
it makes a
clock,
nice noise.
but it moves.
This fox is going to do that.
And yet it moves.
Hmm.
I doubt Fox is going to get around to actually lighting up his.
Yeah, no.
Who's going to get around to? No, I'm doing the. Oh, look at that! That's a very nicely painted. Who's done that? Dan Heap. Nice work, Dan.
Dan Heap, yeah.
That's good.
That's very
isn't it?
nice. Is that the Diag or is that the perfect grade?
That's your one. Perfect.
Is
grade.
that is that lighting all done with the Arduino-y
No.
stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He added extra
Oh,
stuff
it's
to
an
it.
owl bear.
Oh, have you seen the owl bear work?
Look at that, an owlbear. Oh yes.
I don't know anything about the whole D&D thing, but there's a group which is to do with printing, which is why I'm in it. And there's been a load of people who've put an owl bear rug on there, which is really funny. It's literally an owl bear that's in a bearskin rug shape.
Teeks says that the Emmy won a nice copy of grey or green according to his book of children's
grey or
works
green.
and photos.
There you go. So yeah, the grey is fine in that case.
I think that picture was actually like the green. It's just the lighting of it. I think that made it look a little bit more.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, ultimately,
Thank
like
you, AJ.
we've all said before, even if it wasn't the accurate colour, it's whatever you want it to be.
Absolutely.
We're not rivet counters.
Hey, just Steve, you wouldn't want to upset that owl, would you?
Oh, look. You can hear the music, can't you? It goes in your back of your head as soon as you see the flash.
Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, so I don't know what else we've got videos of. But yeah. So if you do post videos, let me know, because otherwise I won't go to the video section.
I can't wait for Ted's video of the maiden launch of Titanic at his local duck pond.
I think you'll get the maiden launch of his Baneblade before you get the Titanic.
Right, so yes, there we are. That was the gross group this week. If you do want to put any pictures of your finished work, work in progress, everything like that in there, feel free. It's on the Facebooks. It's there. It's there in the chat as well.
You just say Facebooks?
Yes, that's where they keep them.
The Facebooks?
There's more than one.
No, you said Facebooks.
Yeah, there's more than one Facebook, so it must be Facebooks.
No, you said Facebooks, not
No,
Facebook.
not Facebooks. That'd be silly thing to say.
I'll post a picture up when I get a chance later on of all the scenery I've been making for 40k.
That would be lovely. I haven't done that for a while. I've got a banner for that. Time and telly. What time is it where you are, and what have you been watching on the telly box? Not necessarily live now at the moment, but if you're in the middle of a series of something, then let us know what it is.
Yeah, what is your current binge?
I've been watching through Bones. And I did just start this afternoon, starting watching Warrior Nun.
Have you watched Bones before?
I've watched Bones before, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say Bones is fantastic. What season are you on?
5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, about halfway.
About there, yeah. But yeah, I've just started watching Warrior Nun on Netflix, which
Warrior Nun.
3 episodes now, and it could be great. I'm not.
Yeah,
entirely sure yet.
When you mentioned that in Fox's stream before, I was like, right, I'm on that, and I started watching. I'm like,
yeah, it's one of those. It could be great. It could be rubbish.
Warrior,
it's
the title has got potential, certainly, but
Now, here's a question. Here's a question. A nun with a gun, good or bad?
The film version was awful.
No. I mean, just in general, the concept, a nun with a gun, is that good or bad?
In the UK, I wouldn't go for it. I've met a few nuns, and I wouldn't want them with guns.
I'm thinking of an anime called Black Lagoon, but the woman in that was actually a maid, so it doesn't matter.
it's probably not a good idea. It could be.
Well,
Did Spit
Yeah,
die?
that was an awful joke by Spit. That is why it died rather quickly.
Oh, I could see the tumbleweed from here. Come on, I mean that wasn't bad.
Literally just died straight after the punchline of that one.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Actually, no, I
says
cut off. I didn't get the end.
10:57 and the telly is us a lot. Yes, that's not exactly what I meant, but yeah.
I
was watching Chicago PD Series 6. I've never seen any of them.
Nope. I think I watched the first series and that was it for me. But I think I might try it again.
I'm watching.
Graham says that's exactly why I like your rivet counting is abnormal, but a good representation of the original is worth the effort. Yeah, as long as you're happy with it, that's what
Absolutely.
I'm concerned about.
If you're not happy with what you're doing, and if you're stressing yourself out about it not being right, you're not enjoying it. So what's the point?
Yep.
AJ says he's trying to get into DS9. Not really happening, but he's
keep
going to stick
with it. It's the best.
Yeah, it
best Star Trek
perks up
series there
after.
is.
Yeah, the first series is a bit meh, but after that it gets better.
Oh yeah, trust us. Just watch all of them.
It has some very, very good characters.
It has the best characters and some of the best storylines and some of the best visuals and the best everything. It's the best of all the series.
Steve's been rewatching.
Oh,
Yeah,
Buffy's awesome.
That's all worth watching.
My favourite one, my absolute favourite one is The Gentleman,
Yes.
and my second favourite was the musical.
Never watched Buffy.
No,
Oh, it's
got its
so
moments, yeah,
funny.
really good.
It's
I watched a
great.
bit of it, but it wasn't a big thing.
I looked at it and thought this doesn't seem relevant to any of my interests. So
It's really, really good. I mean, the film, by comparison, was terrible, and it was Joss Whedon. It was his baby right from the outset.
Yep.
But the film was terrible. I think it was just badly cast. Rutger Hauer was probably the only good thing in the. Well, Rutger Hauer and his assistant in the film were the best things.
You have to remember though, the film was long before the series.
Oh, it was a long,
The
long time.
series
before.
did
I-
take the P out
Yeah.
of the film.
Thing is, even though you watch the series, then you watch the original movie, and it's terrible, but it's still good in how.
Yeah, I mean, the weird
actually is.
thing is, I remember quite enjoying the movie. Then the series came out, and we watched season 1, me and the missus, and it's like, oh, let's watch the movie again. And it's like, oh god, that's really bad compared to the series now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good for what it is, but it was just weird realizing that it was the same person, but there is a big gap between them. But the series is brilliant. Yeah, Once More with Feeling. That's the musical. That's great.
Yeah. I've got
Great.
that
And
as a
Spike is
standalone DVD
absolutely
edition.
hilarious. Love him to bits. He's great.
my current binge at the minute, because I've watched all the Clone Wars now. Current binge at the minute is I found a playlist on YouTube with 130 episodes of Time Team on it.
Yeah,
That's
And
my
become-
current. That's my current binge. Some of them aren't available, but most of them are.
Oh,
that's become my binge now, thanks to you, Fox. I started watching that last night.
I saw there's been a history channel, BBC History Channel, which have been doing regular live streams about historical things.
Mm.
And that guy that you like from Time Team was on one the other day.
Phil Harding.
All right. I can tag you and stick it in the group and tag you, and it disappeared, and I couldn't find it.
No, yeah, no. Phil Harding's been. They still put stuff up on the Time Team channel on YouTube. They've actually got their own channel, and they're still putting stuff up on there, and they keep having little things.
They're not making any more now. That's it.
No, the last series, the second to last series, they changed the format a bit and got these like pointless celebrity presenters who didn't know anything about anything, and everybody was like, "Yeah, I'm out now, thanks." So half of them left because they thought it was rubbish.
Already dug up too much of the UK, and they're not allowed to dig up anymore.
No, they started bringing in
we'll all sink.
they brought in just silly, glamorous presenters who weren't archaeologists, and it's like, this isn't time. And Mick left just before he died. He actually left. He said, "This isn't Time Team. This is prattling about," and he just said, "I'm leaving now."
Yeah. See, the best thing about it was the team and Tony Robinson, because Tony Robinson's always really sort of enthusiastic as well.
But they still do stuff. They did a thing called the big, what's it called, Dig Village, which was it wasn't televised. It wasn't televised, but it was like a thing they did together. So they're all still doing stuff. They've got an active YouTube channel.
Yeah. Did you see the worst jobs in history that Tony Robinson did?
Yeah, that's good.
That was a great series. Yeah, it's so good.
I like
And it's completely up for anything as well. It's brilliant.
And we're only enhancing the experience. That's what we're here for. We're not here to do anything other than keep you.
We are
doing stuff.
We're amusing
online enhancers.
We are amusing wallpaper for your edification.
Indeed.
Well, between the many episodes of Power Rangers I've been suffering through,
Power Rangers?
Yeah, don't ask. It's a downside of having a 5-year-old at home.
Go,
yeah. How to spot someone who's a dad? Peppa Pig, Power Rangers.
Oh, don't mention that really pig, please.
The movie's not bad though, Jerry.
Pig Blade.
It's not great, but it's not bad.
I don't know. Have you seen the pictures of Peppa Pig from the front?
Yeah.
Because she's got 2 eyes on each side of her head.
It's just wrong. I know, but I'm trying to catch up on Forged in Fire, and the follow-on series that they did with the knives, where people It's where they do the forging of knives.
Well, I kind
and
of guessed it
swords.
was a blacksmithery thing.
Yeah,
I mean, is it TV or is it YouTube?
TV.
Oh, cool.
And then they did a full-on series, which basically people bring their weapons to do challenges,
People
go through like an assault course.
I
Which
can
is
be
quite cool.
very loud, or I do also have the power of mute over these lot as well. So don't worry about me.
It's not that we're not taking notice, Sprue Glue. It's that we can't bloody hear him. We don't know.
Yeah. Is that Sprue Glue or Sprue and Glue? Is that a different person?
Sprue
Or is
and
it just
Glue.
a-
Sprue and Glue is one person.
Sprue Glue is
But
more of a
Sprue
concept.
Glue
right?
Addict is different person.
He needs to change his name to Model Making Sprue and Glue.
Oh God, we
Yes.
don't need more people with model making at the start of the name. For the love of dear Lord.
That's why I went for something different.
Somebody in the chat today was saying, I was thinking about model making. I was like, oh, don't have more, because whenever I come to tag someone, like I want to, model making mayhem, I type in MOD and I get like 7 people. I always end up tagging myself into my own comment.
That's just because you keep talking to yourself. Keaton Carr 89 is here. Good evening.
Hi, Keaton.
Needs to be model making, making models.
Yes, making model
Exactly.
making. Steve says he's waiting for the episode of Peppa Pig where she falls into the mincer and becomes a sandwich.
That's
Oh,
it.
don't. That's Lewis's new trick at the moment with Paige, because Paige is literally obsessed with it to the point we actually have to have Peppa Pig playing in the car. And it's like, if we have pork on a Sunday or if we have bacon sandwiches, Lewis will say to her, Paige, you're eating Peppa Pig. It's like, don't draw the
Remind us again what exactly you see in this.
You've got to leave it till after she's finished eating. So, did you enjoy that?
They wind the kids up and then bugger up in his lorry and leave you to deal with it.
Oh, that's nice.
And she'll literally come up to me. It's like, Daddy's being silly. I'm not eating Peppa Pig. No, darling, you're not eating Peppa Pig.
No,
'cause
you're
it's just,
eating-
it's just
No,
gonna
you're
be
eating
trauma.
George.
You're eating Hello Kitty.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been Peppa Pig. She's too young. That was Daddy.
It's Grandpa Pig. That's why I don't see him anymore.
Well, you could prove it anyway by just going to the butcher's and asking them for the head. And then when you see that the eyes are not all both on the same side, you could tell it's not Peppa Pig.
This is true. This is true.
I'm not
could
sure
live-
of the evolutionary benefits of having all your eyes on one side of your face. Other than it makes you easier to draw.
In all fairness, I could quite happily get along with Peppa Pig when my son was watching it, up until the point they brought in a talking potato. Right, pigs, fine. Animals, fine. It's a talking potato. No, that's
tell you-
just now stupid.
I'll tell you what, many years ago when I had a job of work that I used to go to, and me and the missus at the time, we wake up in the morning and we'd have about an hour and a half before we had to go to work. So we just put the telly on in the background. It was all the kids' TV in the morning, and it'd be like, what the hell is this crap? And all of it was absolutely rubbish, apart from, for some reason, I really like Jacob's Farm. Is it called Jacob's Farm?
I don't know that
I
one.
don't know
Don't
that
know.
one.
They had a bull called Ferdy, as in Ferdinand the Bull.
Are you sure you're not still on the high?
I think you're dreaming this, folks.
No, it was an Irish thing. It was like set on a farm, and they were all animals, and it was quite funny. But it was just really quite charming. And I thought,
What's it called, Fox?
I think it was something like Jacob's Farm.
Jacob's.
Oh, Jacob's Farm. It was
You
Irish.
have to
It was
Google
like,
that and find out that you're making it up. Keaton Carr says he's only building the Terminator from Hachette, the same as me, and kit bashing 1/6 scale figures. That sounds interesting. You'd have to put some pictures up in the group of that and have a word with Cynical Steve. He's good at kit bashing stuff. He doesn't tend to do people though, so that would
Is
be
it-
interesting.
Is
Dan
it
Kramer-
Jacob's Adventures of Piggly Winks?
who?
What?
Jacob's. It's coming. I've just been glued. It says Jacob's The Adventures of Piggly Winks.
I don't remember Piggly, but there was a character. Oh, Piggly! It was right. That's right. There was a character called Piggly and a bull called Ferdy. That's right. And
Weirdly enough, I'm not seeing any
I'm going to
Google
complain about
hits, but there are YouTube hits.
Ferdy was a bull whose father was, I think, a blacksmith, but of course, being called Ferdinand, his father was completely Spanish. Ferdinand the bull, And, oh, Ferdy, that's right. It's Jakers. And it's copyright.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. But no Google hits, but it's on YouTube.
I think it always
Dan
started
says
off
there may
with.
be more eyes on the other side, like a Lovecraftian nightmare. Yes, there is. I've seen a picture of Peppa
I
Pig
think
from the front.
don't
and
the
there's
eyes
eyes all
move
over
as they
it.
turn around, though. Unless the pigs are all actually just like a slice of bacon thick.
Is this like Flatland Pigs?
Yeah.
Welcome to Flatland, where
If
the
you just
bacon's
take a slice of
fantastic.
a side of a pig without killing it, does it grow back?
No, that's back bacon. It's different. Ian Thompson says, if you're kit bashing people, is that just Frankenstein? No, because Frankenstein was the man, not the monster.
Frankenstein was the doctor, yes.
Yeah.
No, you're doing it, so you're the Frankenstein. So yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You're a monster.
Eric says it's one of those streams where 1 minute we're talking about a certain wardrobe manufacturing, the next watching kids' TV shows. Yes,
Yeah.
there is no script.
Yeah, we're just basically we're an hour and a half of just constant we're just completely segues. There's no content. It's just the links between the content.
There's always got a bit of TV. Be a bit of TV.
The only thing that's a regular thing is the gallery. That's it. The gallery standard, and everything else is just whatever the smeg we come up with.
Yeah, makes it more.
Time it's usually just us winding that up,
isn't it?
That's half the fun.
Yeah, keep bashing people. You're on a wanted poster. Yeah, not with real people, obviously.
Not real people. No, I watched a quite disturbing film once.
I don't want to know about that.
We don't want to know about. We know what the
It
film
wasn't
was.
a horror gory one. There wasn't anything shown. It was like a psychological disturbing horror thing, but there wasn't any like
That was a Tory party conference.
like
Speech.
niceness
Probably
going on.
doesn't make it any better.
That was Prime Minister's question time.
It was fascinating, but sort of
No.
creepy.
I didn't say anything.
What?
So we're up to at least 25% for the Baneblade.
Yeah.
No,
25%
we're
what?
not. No.
Just a stream of consciousness. Absolutely.
If you
Just
do
everything
blood
just
bundle, you
streams.
could paint it red to lessen the redness of your cheeks.
Well,
No, because that's Dad's thing.
the thing is, with those, we have to keep abreast of the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I could
They're all
change the
weak.
colour of the banner at the bottom to make it a little bit less.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh,
Think,
Look at that. Oh yeah.
fancy.
So it doesn't, so that doesn't blend in.
kind of like a green.
properly.
That's good.
Hang on. With that cyan, green, and magenta, it's basically like living inside a spectrum.
Yeah. Can you change them individually though?
No, not as yet.
Oh,
Can
Oh,
you make
what a
them cycle?
Well,
can you make them
them a
cycle?
bit more subtle? But I don't like that so much.
Can you not make them cycle through all the colours?
No,
Really?
Rainbow.
like those
Doing
fancy
like
Christmas lights.
Yeah, you just
can
need
do
like
that.
a Poke command or something, don't you?
Yeah, let's just set off all the epileptics that are watching.
Yeah.
I
It-
can't find
oh.
my nice red again. I can't find it.
Oh
Made me
dear.
break my colours.
You had to show off, didn't you, Chris?
Yeah, I'll think
See
about
what?
that.
You keep moving
That's
things.
Broken his
changing
microphone. Now
things.
he's broken the
You press the whoopee button. You press the button and whoopee, nothing works.
It seems that we've got some sort of crowdfunding going for Nat's Baneblade.
Yep.
What, really?
If anyone does want to chip in for this, please please message. I'm letting all of them know. Him. Yes, him. Him in the corner. That way. I got my camera reversed. Or myself, or anyone else who
Yes, dude.
is on the message. I
Hang
forgot
on,
my
can we
camera
like do
reversed.
like can we do the thing where it's like happy families where we can all like prod each other like the real ones the university challenge?
You can, but I don't know what.
I'm at the wrong angle.
Mm.
I could be in
No,
charge
I'm
of it
the-
over here.
Hello, Fox.
Ah! You roll above me.
I'm above everybody.
Wolf, Scumbag College.
Yes, exactly.
So if anyone is interested, please message Raging and we will get that organised.
Oh dear Lord. Nat's gonna hate us.
The thing is,
When she finds out, she'll kill us.
the thing is,
Wait
Nat
to
is
find
fully
out. What's the
convinced.
chance of her finding out?
Nat
Yeah,
is
that's
fully
true.
convinced that it's not going to happen. She is absolutely convinced, aren't you, that it's not going to happen?
Will you keep our conversations between us two?
All you have to do is Baneblade for Nat.
Baneblade for Nat. How's that? It's going to happen.
Can I
Phil
just
Lewis
say
is
that
here.
I'm
Evening.
not
All one of
involved
the
in
things
this
always
in any way.
conspire to keep me busy on a Thursday evening. It's because it's Thursday.
It's a Thursday thing.
Thursday.
Patrick is asking a question that I couldn't put up. Who uses Abteling 502? Very occasionally, but yeah.
Fox has used it,
They're used
Yeah.
for oil paints.
I believe.
I have a big bag of it, which I haven't used for quite a while.
Fox probably has all of it.
I don't know if Patrick's aware, but the people in chat watching this are pretty much the same people that watch the E-Models shows and my shows. So, yes. What am I looking at? What did I miss that? I was looking away. What? I don't like it when it goes quiet and everybody starts laughing. What?
Look at the bottom of the screen, Fox. That would be the amusing thing.
I can play for that.
Sparkle.
I know we could get the hang of Thursday, says Phil.
It's the best between Wednesday and Friday type day that we've got, though.
Yeah, but you know.
This is true.
I shall get my Abteilung paints. Hang on.
Yeah, Patrick's asking, can we show you? They're just tubes. It's a
They're
tube.
just tubes.
Tubes of oil paint. They are. They're all the same colour, aren't they? They're just a black tube with the sort of.
The Starship Filth has got a hashy thing on it because it's a fantasy paint.
I think we've shown these already, Patrick, but they're the same ones as before. We have black, which is obviously black. German grey highlight.
Tubes, aren't they?
Flesh shadow. Olive green. These aren't all of them. Shadow brown. That's a good dark rust colour. Basic flesh tone. Copper oxide blue.
Where's your drawer of Starship Filth?
Dark rust.
Oh.
Coagulated blood.
Oh, I like that one. That's
Light rust brown. And I've got a light flesh tone. And I have got some more that I actually got from E-Models for the Millennium Falcon. And they're still in the packaging.
Ooh.
So if you wonder what they look like when you get them, if you buy them. Aha. Aha.
Ooh.
Aha. We have
Nice.
olive green, earth, and dead flesh.
I myself have shadow brown to hand, faded UN white, and field grey.
Very good. Which part of the Millennium Falcon is dead flesh?
That is more just it's more for a streaking colour or for a
Alright.
filter colour. I'm just going to use these for like
Han Solo that's got some weird sort of creepy serial killer fetish.
zombie Ben. Zombie Ben. No, these are all just for like weathering, like rust streaks and green spots
Yes.
and things. I'm gonna
I like that sort of bloody
coagulated blood.
Yeah.
If you've got, it actually comes in handy for little weathering on the red patches on the Falcon. Actually,
Mm.
for doing streaking, because I'm going to be streaking over the decals.
TK has a question for you, Fox.
Yes,
He says, oils on Bandai plastic.
yes, because I'll be using them to do streaking. So I won't be using them as washes. I'll be putting a stripe of oil paint on the plastic and then getting a moistened brush, moist, not wet, and
Moist.
streaking it down. So Bandai plastic's only knackered if you throw thinners all over it, which I will not be doing because that would be stupid.
Eric says, he's got to say it's the most entertaining evening for a while, even though it's at somebody's expense. I don't know whose expense it would be.
No, I can't imagine who that is. No.
I know people have been taking the mickey out of me because they can't hear me properly, but that's probably it.
Yeah.
Yes,
It must be
no,
your microphone, must be the volume on.
Yeah.
Yes, and I did see that banner, Christopher.
I don't know. What
Have you tried the oil brushes? The MIG oil brushes? They do a nice.
I've got one of them, yeah.
They're
Starship
all
Bay.
They're not that great. Starship Filth is a
They're
different
the
colour.
ones
That
with the
one.
included brush, aren't they, Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
I've
can
got the
just kind of
Starship
use
Filth one, that's the only one I've got.
Keep in mind the MIG oil brushes are not Abteilung 502 oils.
No.
It's a totally different company.
Yeah.
The Starship Filth is not the same colour. It's a more bluey grey on the MIG one.
Ah,
It's a bit more bluey
it's
grey.
in different shade.
No, it's what happened was MIG Jimenez used to work for AK Interactive and
Yes.
invented the MIG Productions oil paints.
Hmm.
That's why they were called MIG Productions. Then he left AK Interactive to start up Ammo by MIG.
It started ammo, yeah.
Yeah, but MIG Productions still exists, but it's nothing to do with that with MIG Jimenez anymore. So to
Right.
answer Patrick's
They
question,
basically had the rights to what he'd already created.
yeah, basically he came up. That's why he's got a Starship Filth colour, but
Right.
it's not the same colour. It's a bit different. But to answer Patrick's question, if he's asked it, yes, you need to get some Abteilung oils. They are good. Don't think about it. Just buy them. Just get them.
Plus, as well, oil paints for what you use, they will last forever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Tubes of good oil paint seem to be expensive, but they
But
will.
unless you're painting figures,
They're so
Yeah.
pigment dense. You use such
Yeah.
a tiny amount to make a wash.
unless you're painting figures, they'll last you years because all you're going to use them for is a bit of streaking and a bit of dot filter, and that's about it. Really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But don't. I mean, I think they said this on the e-model stream, but don't get the cheap ones. I did that when I first got oil paints from the sort of craft store. I got a box full of cheap ones, and you look like you're getting a good bargain, but the
You're just
paint
buying
is
garbage.
so poor, and the actual pigment count in them is so poor that it's just not worth it.
Yeah. The
So
reason
you
make
at least sort of good Winsor and Newton, which are the few that I've got, or the Abteilung, but the decent ones because they're a finer pigment and they're very dense pigment.
Yeah, Abteilung 502 paints are oil paints designed specifically for
Yes.
model making.
They are, yeah.
So they're more opaque and they're drier. They don't use oily linseed oil type bases. So if you use artist paints,
about Winsor and Newton oils again. They're somewhere
Yeah,
between the two. They're good quality
they have
oil
different
paints,
grades,
but
but
not
the
by
best
design
ones
for
are
models.
good.
What was
The
that?
best
Sorry,
ones
Chris.
are
What?
good.
Sorry, Chris.
we missed everything you said there, Chris.
Yeah.
All the
It
words.
says, what about Winsor and Newton oils? I said basically they're good for oil painting, but for models they're not ideal.
They're all
Somewhere
right.
between
They are
the two.
professional. They're all right. There are professional oil paints. They're okay, but you'll need to use a piece of card to let all the oil leach out.
To leach out the oil, yeah.
They're just not as opaque and not as fine as Abteilung. If you're making a model, you can use artist oil paints, but why not use actual model making oil paints to get a better result?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I'd have known about the Abteilung before I bought mine, because I've only got basic colours that I use for pin washes and weathering and streaking and stuff. But if I'd have known about the Abteilung first, then I would have got those because they are, like Fox says, they are actually designed with model making in mind.
If you can't get the Abteilung paints, then Winsor and Newton, De La Rowney and Winton oil paints are the student versions of Winsor and Newton paints. So they're just as good. They're not as good as Winsor and Newton paints, but Winsor and Newton and De La Rowney oil paints are absolutely fine. If you can't get 502 paints. If you can get 502 paints, get 502 paints. Where does this go?
All right. On that note, I think we'll call it a night. And give me a chance to play around with my microphone setup for next time.
Yes. I don't know why you're so quiet. It's
I
very
don't know.
strange.
I'd say the setup's a bit different, but it's not really any further away than it usually is. But
No.
I don't know.
Strange.
We'll figure it. I'll
It's
figure it
settings
out. I'll play
somewhere.
around with me settings and twiddle windows.
Even when you were right up close to it, though, you were like normal volume, not loud.
Yeah,
It'll be
I
like
don't
one
know.
button. It'll be like one button, and be like,
Yeah,
click.
there'll be one
Oh, it
switch
worked.
that I've got to play with. So, thank you for joining me. I shall click out of you to remove you from the stream one at a time, and until I'm left on my own. I'll do it in the order that I've got them on the screen here. So Spid was the last one in by the looks of it, so I shall remove Spid first.
Bye,
Thank you very much
folks.
for joining
See
us.
you later,
Thanks,
Spud.
Biddy.
Then we have Foxicles. So thank you very much, Fox.
All right, take
Soon-
care,
soon
everyone.
You'll be able to enjoy your
See you later, Fox.
Yeah.
Take it
Yeah.
easy. Good luck with tomorrow.
Bye.
Yeah,
Well,
good luck
mate.
in the morning. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Then we have the Raging Modeler. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Then the Dexterous Crafter. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye,
We'll see
everyone.
you soon, and don't
See you
worry about
later.
any banners or any messages that might pop up.
Bye.
And the last fruit standing is indeed the last fruit standing, apart from me. Thank you again.
Good night, all. Have a safe one.
And me. I might be quiet, but as it's just me, it doesn't really matter anymore. You can turn the volume up a little bit for now. Thank you for joining me this evening. It's Thursday, so I've not done anything for a couple of days. I don't know as yet about tomorrow. Fox is meant to be doing his Fallout Friday. Let me just bring Foxicles back in. What do you think about tomorrow? Are you doing
Hello.
Fallout or
I have a gaping hole in my jaw, so probably not.
nah? Right.
Yes, if
Okay.
you why do you want to do some stuff tomorrow?
Well, I thought if you're not going to, I might.
Oh, you've got your VR one, haven't you? Go for it.
So, you know, we'll figure it out.
I've not got round to starting Fallout Friday yet, anyway, so you may as well.
There is a chance that there will be some Fallout Friday on a channel tomorrow. So
Yes.
keep an eye on these two channels, and one of us will probably be doing some Fallout of some description.
Yes.
Right. Bye, Fox.
Bye.
So yes, tomorrow at some point, maybe here, maybe on Fox's channel, either VR or not, a little bit of Fallout, probably. Yeah, we don't know. Saturday, Friday night, Nat will be doing her diamond things, maybe even more than 4 dots at once, but we'll figure that out then. Saturday, again, probably, or maybe, Fox doing Skyrim. You'll find out as and how he feels and how his hole in the side of his face is and stuff. Saturday night, as far as I know, the crash is happening this week. Sunday is everybody, you know what happens Sunday. Sunday is a little bit special for me though. Sunday is my 3rd YouTube anniversary. So that day, the 5th of July, is when I started on my YouTube journey 3 years ago now. So I'm having a little stream at 8 o'clock on Sunday, between the between show and Ted. So the in between everybody. So yeah, all day everybody streams on Sunday. So come and join me briefly for that. I'll only be around for a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, half hour sort of thing, just to recap on my YouTube life. And then Fox is doing his Ted Blade after me. So watch that. And then Monday back to reading models and the start of a whole new week. So thank you for joining me this evening. I'll just have a quick look through the chat. Falling Out, there's a stream about that, says Spid. Ahem. Yeah, he does. Edward saying good luck tomorrow. Everyone's saying good luck tomorrow. Happy Tube anniversary, says Spid. Thank you very much. Fox says it'll be fine. Take care, stay safe, wash your damn hands. Yes, so thank you all for watching. I shall see you soon, hopefully with a little bit more volume next time. But other than that, have fun, stay safe. Let me find the button to make the ending thing happen. And I shall see you soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.